stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one and one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Leaves it with the running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. A run for the quarterback. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ware.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Turning it on. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. And the Ducks in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Ware. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. trying to cap this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Caught behind the line. It's Roach. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Roach. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer, that's all spring, just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they can corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Burden. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out.
Sneak gets it done.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This should be the last play of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab down the middle. Running free. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going right to work up top. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass.
Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air on first down. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He'll take it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Just feeds the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to run it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need...
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
He'll pull it on the read. Running into the open space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. He'll pull it down and run. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.